I think Ahsoka's done. I don't know, and I also don't know if there's an end credit with the show, so I don't know. Maybe people are still watching it or whatever. But whatever the case may be, what is going on? Happy Tuesday, or as I like to call it. Wait, I had to think about that. It is Tuesday. Whew. For a minute there, I thought it was Wednesday. I looked up and I thought it was Wednesday. Not sure why, but new comic book day eve. Summer is over. School started today. So if you have little ones in Canada anyway, you already know that. Big breaking news is going to happen. I'm going to announce it at the end of the show, not right now. So if you have been following me for a while, you know that there's been things that I haven't been doing on my show for a while. So we're going to get into that. And so big announcement will probably have to do with that. So with that, you guys all saw the thumbnail. It was nice. It was beautiful. It was on a beach. That's because our friend and co-host, Mr. Rocksteady, is in Mexico. He decided YouTube is no longer fun. So he said he's going to take 10 days to go to Mexico. And me and BC were like, what the hell, man? What about us?
This guy is going on vacation, slacking. It's like, I'm one of the only guys coming on this channel every week. What's up, man?
What's going on, dude? It's nice to have you. It's been a while. It's been like what, 2 weeks since you graced us with your presence?
Yeah, I actually just got back from a little family vacation getaway this weekend as well, so I had no show on Sunday. But last Tuesday was unfortunate. I had to rush to the hospital. Yes, my kid busted his eye open and got 5 stitches that night. Champion.
Yeah, he was trying. For those of you that don't know, he was trying to be a soccer player, and
he tried.
In Italian, that's what they do. They have to injure themselves to get a call, right? So anyway, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm I'm happy that the little one is ready. You didn't miss much. All you missed was newbie cards. That's right, baby.
No, hold up. Move that bubble head of yours just a sec. Just move your head. Move your head. There you go. See, I see some video games behind you too.
Yeah, I got some video games. Yeah, Kobe Bryant, NBA courtside, and All-Star Baseball 2000. The reason that I went for that one was because Derek Jeter's on the cover. As a Yankees fan, Derek Jeter's like arguably one of my favorite players of all time. So had to get it. I'm also going deep in video games because I was just made aware that actually a good friend of mine, I don't even know if I can call him a good friend because I actually told him this myself, I was like, dude, how are we good friends and we don't even know that you're doing this? And he's like, well, I didn't know. I didn't want you to judge me. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like in my phone, I have like Iron Man as my background. I'm 35 years old. Like what? So I just came across a buddy of mine. Mm-hmm. I've known him for years. He is massive into video games, and he's actually been collecting sealed games and sending them to CGC. So that was the photo that I sent. That I posted actually. He doesn't have social media or anything like that. He doesn't do it for that stuff. So I had asked him, I said, hey man, are you cool with me taking a picture of this and posting it on my thing? And he's like, what thing? And that's when I had to tell him, like, hey, I'm comics, bitch. And that's when we were like, holy shit, you're doing that. So it's funny because I've been friends with him for like 17 years and he's just finding this stuff out now. So interesting. But yeah, so I ended up buying.
You guys really friends? Because it doesn't sound like you know each other.
Hey, listen, this is the same thing that happened between me and Keys. Me and Keys were at a party. We were friends. And then out of nowhere, I was like, oh, man, I want to go see. And I think it was like Iron Man 3 that was coming out at the time. And he's like, oh, dude, I'll go see that too. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. You know, like, I mean, I'll go see it. And then I was like, oh, I love Iron Man. And that's how we were like, holy crap, how are we been friends for so long? And like, we didn't even know we like comic books, right? Like just because of stereotype, right? Like, so, but it is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw his video game, like office or room, whatever you want to call it, I was like, my mind went right into newbie at 13, 14 years old or 12, 13 years old, having a paper route, buying Nintendo 64, going to the video store every weekend to get a game. And I was like, shit, now I got it. Now I'm going into this. So
let's go back to see how old school you are as a gamer. I don't know if you remember, but games for myself, I was a hardcore gamer. I still have a ton of fucking games here. N64. How many times did you write down cheat codes for like Mortal Kombat 4, fatalities?
All the time.
right?
all the time. There was what was the first Street Fighter where you got the guy, like the ninja guy, like a Ken and a Ryu, but he had those like big ball necklaces or whatever? You
Oh man,
remember?
I'm blanking on his name. It starts with an A, or I
Okay,
think.
so you remember that guy, right?
Yeah.
So the first time that game came out, I actually got to rent it. And I actually got to rent it from so like St. Catharines, Niagara, 200,000 people, but there was a video store. It was called
Kuma, there
High
you go.
Score.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was called High Score. It actually now is like a rub and tug / like
Ooh.
the salon, like suntan, tanning or whatever. But that first time that game came out, dude, I literally rented it. So you would rent it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then have to bring it back Sunday. I rented it, and I remember going to school that Monday with so many bruises, like blisters, just from like trying to do all these like crazy codes and stuff like that. And I remember my mom was dying laughing, being like, "I can't believe, you're injured from this." And yeah, it was just it was crazy. But yeah, as soon as I saw my buddy with all these games, I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta get back into it. I don't know why. I don't know. There's something about it, man.
So just a fun fact before we get into all the fun stuff. I don't know if you remember, I have the Marvel arcade there with Thanos on the side.
Yeah.
So in that one, you actually get the opportunity to unlock Akuma. So there's a certain cheat code in there to unlock him. The whole Marvel versus Capcom thing. It's pretty cool.
I don't know why I think I played with him as the character when that game came out. I think it was like Street Fighter like 2050 or 20 something, something weird.
Yeah.
But obviously it was like late mid 30s. So yeah. Let's go say hello to the chat because I'm seeing a few things. I'm seeing a few comments and I'm like, wait a minute, guys, I don't want to get canceled by YouTube. All right. There's a lot of Karens out there. So all right. Let's say hello to the chat. So AOA, there are only 2 places in this league: first place and no place.
Yep.
Yeah, and Captain America is only one of those, and it's on the back half. Ooh.
Disregard everybody in second and third is what he's saying.
Barracuda. Dan De La Torre coming in with the silver, and Mr. TKO all up in my ride. You got a lot of bronzer, like what Warlock uses in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Ooh. Barracuda. I was watching Charlie's Angels 1 for whatever reason, and
Well, I know why. The Drew Barrymore nude scene,
I love Drew, but I also love Cameron. But when they're trying to break into that like factory, and then like Lucy Liu is like in that like black leather or whatever, and every time she does something, she'll be like, "Can somebody show me?" And then all those nerds go, and it's like, "Ooh, Barracuda!" And for whatever reason, all day I've been saying at work, somebody be like, "Hey, Joel, can you do this?" I'm like, "Ooh, Barracuda," and they're like,
I'm surprised no one wrote you up.
Yeah, I know. People were looking at me like, "So are you gonna do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I got it." There's no copper here. There's only 3 medals. What's going on, Baker? How you doing, sir? Neighbor to the north with the participation ribbon, Mr. Wesley Yo. Wes, I think you're gonna enjoy my big announcement that comes at the end of the show. So hopefully you can stay with us. I know school started, so you're probably back in school. Hit them books, man. Hit them books. Yes.
I found out through neighbor to the north recently that out west in Canada, there's no Toys R Us. The man was looking for Lorcana, and there's no Toys R Us.
Where he's at. So basically, you want me to be your Toys R Us plug because I got 3 Toys R Us's in a 40-minute radius? I can do that.
Do it.
I can do that.
For the man. Save the man, please.
I can do that. Mr. Third Bird. What's going on, dude? Buddy. How you doing, brother? Mr. Vancouver Comedy. Okay, so here's the thing. So I actually have to apologize in front of everybody. I had sent Chris a message. Chris had sent me a message back, and then I got super swamped at work this whole weekend. It was busy. No excuses. Wow. But definitely got to get that drink. I will message you after the show. But yeah, Chris, I didn't forget. I do apologize. You know when like you're super busy and you go on your phone and then you like open a message and then like you don't even read it, but you're just like, and then it shows red. So like somebody might think like, oh, like you're avoiding them or don't care. And like, that's not the case. So I didn't want him to think that way, but yeah.
You should be embarrassed, honestly. I'm not gonna Chris is a gem.
He is a gem.
Shame on you.
Isn't an injury in Italian soccer a messed up man bun? Ooh.
No, it's when the gel is out of place and it's just.
Ooh. Be careful with Pokemon because once you rip a pack, you can't stop. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth?
Dude.
I will tell you this right now. I opened this from Fan Expo. I got $60, so basically save the tax, right? Because they're going for $59.99 in Canada. Yeah. The tax here is 13%, so it would have came out to like what 65, 68, somewhere around there, or maybe 73. Okay, I can't remember. Anyway, so I opened it. There was absolutely nothing. The biggest card I got was a Pidgeotto EX. I don't know what that means.
Out of the whole thing.
Yeah, like that was the best card.
You got a shitty box, dude.
Like, I think I got it right here. Hold on. Oh, I don't. Oh, maybe I do. So basically, I looked it up and it was a $10 card. Like, that's all it was.
Good on you, buddy. That was a terrible, terrible ETB for you.
Right here. I got it right here. So it was this one right here.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah. So that was the best card I got. So $60 got me 10, but what I ended up doing was I posted the box opened with everything in it for $20 on Facebook Market, and 0 people applied. So
nobody wants open boxes, bro.
Yeah. So it is what it is. RP's in the house. What's going on? RP. That's how I feel about sealed VHS. Yes, Chris, you absolutely hit it on the ball, right? And I don't know about you guys. Like, COVID made me go into a corner in the terms of, just comics. And like before COVID, I was like into a lot of different things, right? Like jerseys, helmets, hats, championship stuff. So like I was into like different things. COVID really made me go just solely into comics. And now, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, all right, I like other stuff too. Like I want to start getting into it. So I don't know. I think it's the perfect time.
Yo, Wobbles, let's talk, bro. I see.
Wobble. Oh my God. You guys are
Jules.
Yo, Jules, what's up, man? How you doing?
Do well.
I swear to God, you better. Okay, I got something coming. Don't worry. I've been working on it for a few weeks, but it is what it is. Kenneth's in here. What's going on? Jules, tell him. Bunch of posers. Newbie was injured in a rub and no. That's not what's up. Wobbles, what's going on, man? So we're gonna have a good stuff. So exciting going back to college. Yeah, I graduated in 2009. So yeah, it's been a while for me. We have Toys R Us in Vancouver. Oh, there you go. Isn't Neighbor near Vancouver?
Well, I saw in the chat he was talking about losing one near him and he has to take a ferry. So that makes a little more sense.
You're damn right I do math, man.
No, you don't.
I get 40% off those Pokemon boxes because of my work discount. Wait, what? What, dude? Why am I learning about this now? What? Are you serious?
Yep.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yo, right. Biggie Shaq's in the house, bro.
Biggie, what's going on, man? All right, well, let's get down to it. Let's start the show. Big announcement coming at the end. If you guys have followed me from the start, I don't want to say day one, but if you guys have followed me from the start and how I came up and how I became cool, I guess you could say, you'll realize that there's been a few changes and things like that, but I am pleased to announce something. So that's going to be the big announcement. So it is going to be at the end of the show. So hang in there. If not, leave your computers running and just set a timer for 35, 40 minutes from now, and we'll have fun. So with that, BC, I got to ask you, man, as I always do, light week, heavy week, busy week. What are you doing this week?
I'll be honest, I already got my books this week.
It's not allowed. That is not allowed. If you got Marvel books, that is not allowed, sir. That is totally not allowed.
Yeah. Wow. Sue me. But wow. No, light week, man. It's
wow. That's crazy.
It's a light week. It's a light week.
That's crazy. Became cool. You could tell I wasn't cool. Became cool. All right, yeah. For me, it is. I'm not getting anything. I think there's one book that I'm getting, and it's probably like the book that we'll probably talk about a little bit more so than the others, maybe. But it's definitely a light week. So Here we go.
Let's
Show
do
number
this.
141. And BC, I do gotta ask. Well, let's wait. Let's wait till we get there. Actually, let's wait.
Titties. I'm saying titties.
Ooh, okay, yeah, okay. Dude, lately you've been like reading my mind. It's crazy.
Just
All
titties.
day. It's been like a fucking trip. All right. Let's start it. Big show. We got 141. We're 39 episodes away from 180, which means nothing. I don't know why the number 39 came into my head, but we're almost there. We will be doing what?
We got a question from Wobbles. We gotta
Random,
address.
unrelated question, but are you guys iPhone or Android users? Newbie, your shorts look crisp. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Short story, way off the beaten path. I got my first bonus check at my first real job when the first iPhone came out, and I spent my whole check on the iPhone, the first one that ever came out. Since that day to today, I'm strictly iPhone. It is just the best phone out there. I can't stand Android. My wife is an Android person. I can't stand her. Yeah. iPhone for me, big time. So yeah. Boom. And if you're an Android person,
All he's telling you is that your shorts look crisp. He's not saying they're good. He's not saying they're good. He just says they look good.
I appreciate it. I took that compliment like way up there. So it's called being positive and putting positivity out there, BC. You live in Quebec, so you wouldn't know anything about that. But anyway.
No, here we go. Here we go.
Slaves to Apple. Whoa. You can't be throwing the S word around, man. All right. Let's get it going. Show 141, people. New comic book day.
You better
and here we go.
Right.
Dynamite pick of the week. All right. So you prematurely said titties. Is that what you're saying?
I did, but I have a feeling you're gonna put up something stupid like a blank cover. Just
no, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
Or would I? So it's a $3.99. Sheena Queen of Jungle #1, cover B, Fatal Final Exams. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was studying late at night, even when I was studying with some females for certain classes, they did not look like this. They weren't dressed like this, and they definitely didn't have knives like that. Whew. Now, for me, this is the Dynamite pick of the week. Again, it's just using my eyes, and I haven't done a titty or cleavage one in a while. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you care? And it's Dynamite. So, I mean, I don't think you care that much.
No, I don't, but I do want to show some appreciation towards you for going with titties for the first time in a couple, weeks, months? It's been
I think it's been like a month and a half, man. I think
you've been putting up some stinkers when it comes to Dynamite. So
whoa.
This is not the best one.
Last week, the Hades villain foil. That was a dope one, man. What are you talking about?
I guess it's cool. It was the action figure one there that you had up not too long
ago.
That
was like 3 weeks ago, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is you're going Disney over titties. I don't know what's going on with you. You're a changed man since you turned into cards. But regardless, thank you. Good pick. I'll give you this one. Yeah. Does anyone actually read Sheena?
Yeah, that's why they've got an ongoing mini.
No, this is issue 1 now. This is
every 4 weeks. So yeah. It's a big character. Yeah.
I want to see in the chat. Just put a thumbs up or something.
It's funny though, because when I go out, if I go to a strip club, I see more people cosplay as Sheena than I do at Comic-Con. So it's really interesting. Let me tell you, sold out online in microsecond, and every big box in San Diego is rated. Ooh.
Yeah, dude. I'll be honest with you. Every shop I hit up, whether it would be GameStop or Toys R Us, everybody sold out. They had a lot of the starter packs there.
I didn't want nothing to do with that, man.
But the starter packs did come with a booster inside, so that was pretty cool. Boosters alone go for $15 Canadian right now. So,
damn. I liked what Greg had said, because Greg had said that he was gonna grade a pack. So I kind of was like, maybe I should do that. But then I also started thinking about those exclusive Funkos, the Godfrey as Ninja Turtles. They're selling for $60 Canadian right now. Our American friends who are Ninja Turtle fans are going nuts for those Toys R Us exclusives. So I might have to go get a few more because I'm in the mood of giving, and I would love to give more out for $60. So
all right.
But yeah, so this was Dynamite pick of the week. All right.
Good job. Good job.
Let's get into it. So, new comic book day. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So, we got a glow and new villain. So, I believe the character's name is Lyle or Kyle. Is that correct? So it is. So this one kind of looks like the cover A. However, this one is the glow in the dark. This one is more like a virgin style, I guess you could say. It doesn't really do anything for me that it glows in the dark. It also doesn't do anything for me that it's a new villain, because we've seen this time and time after, not necessarily just in DC, but also in Marvel as well. It just doesn't hold up. I don't really care. I'm not going to get into Poison Ivy at number 14. So for me, it's a pass, but I could definitely see a few people, this kind of tickling their belly with the whole, glow in the dark stuff.
So if I'm not mistaken, the character's name is not that. It's something else. I don't remember what it is. But look, Poison Ivy, I was on it when it first dropped. So the first couple of issues I was reading, and it was really good. I actually enjoyed it, but for some reason I just stopped reading it. And I even stopped pulling it. But neat cover if you're into this and you think this character may have potential, by all means. But I mean, otherwise, for the sake of read, it would probably be the only reason why I picked this one up.
Yeah. The name is Peter.
Okay, Peter. There you go. Yeah, totally different from what would you say, Kyle?
Yeah, I don't know why I said Kyle. Oh, that's really weird. So I do apologize, anybody out there named Kyle, or if you hate a Kyle, I definitely apologize. Yeah, it's definitely a pass from me. So I was able to pre-order 2 booster packs. I paid $50 over retail.
Dude, GameStop had pre-orders for all of that at good prices too.
Yo, hold on a second. How are they at the Dollarama? Dude, they're literally going for like $60. Those exclusive Ninja Turtle ones. It's crazy. It's insane.
Oh, you're talking about the Toys R Us one.
Yeah, the exclusive. If they're at the dollar store, that's insane.
I didn't think the dollar store would be selling Toys R Us, but
yeah, no, that's crazy. Especially if they got the seal, the sticker, right? So, all right. Next book on the list, we've got a new mini. So, The Hunt for Skinwalker. Now, I will tell you guys this. And I think I actually might have picked this up. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I might actually pick this up. And here's why. I am a crazy History Channel guy. I watch Pawn Stars. I watch Oak Island. I watch Ancient Aliens. I've watched any of those treasure hunter stuff. I've watched Curse of Skinwalker Ranch, like all that stuff. So I love it. It's kind of in that wheelhouse. New miniseries. It's from a like the original book. It's like based off that nonfiction stuff. So I think I want to say I did pull this one because I remember being like, oh, I'm going to grab this. Again, no spec value to it, just to read. I kind of dig all this stuff already. If you didn't know, September 9th, so this Friday, History Channel, all those shows, new episodes, The Unexplained, all that stuff is starting this Friday. So I'm pretty pumped.
AOA is killing me in the chat, but
yes.
Yeah, dude, Neighbor to the North. If you see them, definitely pick him up because he's not wrong. They are going for like 60 Canadian on eBay. But dude, something about this book too, though, is as you can see within the description, it says based on the 2005 groundbreaking, electrifying nonfiction book by Dr. Colm Keller, something like that.
Colm Keller.
Yeah, I didn't read any of that, so I wouldn't be too familiar. But for the sake of read again. I mean, it's interesting, but I would want to go back to that so that I get the full read. But no, I didn't pick this up. I totally passed on it.
I don't think it's going to be crazy. Like, no one's going to be like, oh my God. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. And like, you can use me as like a meme forever. But yeah, I just grabbed it just simply because I love all that stuff. So
you're into paranormal. Look at you. I didn't know.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Like just those like treasure chases or like the curses of stuff. Like, I don't know. I really dig them. Paranormal stuff, not like horror stuff. I don't like horror movies or anything like that. Boom Studies has been on fire with the miniseries. Was a Kickstarter before. Excuse me, General. Excuse me. Release. Wow, that's great. Yeah. I can't wait for it. You know what? I might just pick it up even if I didn't. But again, I think I most likely did pick this up because I remember saying to somebody like, oh shit, Skinwalker Ranch. And then they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I should pick this up. All right. This one is a book that BC put on his spec pick of the week like 2 months ago. He's big on this. I think BC is getting a general tattooed on him, but I don't know. But we got a first app and cover appearance of General Strange. Dude, General Strange is very strange. I am not picking this up at all. It's a very skip. Everything about this looks dumb to me. So I'm good passing on this. I don't think I'm gonna make riches off General Strange, but
General cover.
yeah, general cover. But stupider things have happened. But for me, this is a pass. I know a few people were grabbing it, but for me, it's a pass.
Yeah, no, I picked this up. Dude, look, I'm going to be honest. I think Doctor Strange right now isn't just not getting a lot of love. The run is pretty good, man. And Alex Ross is killing all the covers. So I really, really think that's a plus, right? I love Alex Ross's art. But yeah, no, look, I wouldn't be speculating on this. I don't think anything's going to come of it. But again, I will say it for the sake of read. I do recommend reading all of this series so far. It's pretty good.
Look, my audience doesn't read. Okay, they grade comics. Okay, they like to look at comics in plastic. That is what we do. We don't read. Okay, you want to read comics? Go to Comic Tom. But
jeez.
All right. Next up, let's be honest, he doesn't read. So, all right. Next up, we got. It's been super popular, right? A lot of these have hit over the years. The orange. Luke Skywalker one comes to mind. A few Star Wars ones actually. We just had a Boba Fett one. If I remember correctly, it was like white or like a poo brown. We had Rogue not too long ago. But we got this one. So Negative Space. You got like 2 copies of it, 3 copies?
I have quite a few, to be honest with you. I mean, I have the 2 I was showing you backstage. But yeah, dude, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks great on photo, but man, in person, it's just that much better. It looks so good.
So his face, when I got this image from previews, and you look at his eyes and stuff, like it just looks very weird to me. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it looks weird like in person, but in this image, if you actually look, his eyes, like it just looks weird. I don't know.
I mean, there's the slight red in his eye that I could see what you're talking about, but no, I think it's a great cover. John Tyler Christopher is killing it, man. And he's got another one on FOC right now. If you guys didn't get your orders in, I think some shops you're still in time. But he's got one for Captain Marvel that's gonna be dropping soon. That's the Captain Marvel one. I'm loving all the covers he's putting out, man. And Thanos is my guy. And I think if there's any book I would send of his that he's been recently dropping, it would be this one. I think I would get. I think it would look awesome signed and slabbed. But
yeah,
besides the point of the cover, this is also Silver Surfer Rebirth Legacy #1. Looks like some cool things, promising things are gonna happen within this run. So I'm pumped. I picked up this book. So
yeah, I've got one of these. I don't know. Some of these Negative Space ones, they gravitate towards me, and I definitely love this one. Obviously, Thanos. You guys know how I feel about Thanos. Iconic pop culture icon when it comes to the pop culture stuff. So yeah, definitely a grab. Now, before we move on, because I do know that is the last of the presentation.
Hold up, AOA is asking if the paper quality is weak. I'd say it's pretty standard, man. Typical Marvel. So.
There is one book that I wanted to highlight, and it was just simply because Blue Beetle came out. So Blue Beetle as #1 that comes out, and it's got a first appearance of the Blood Scarab.
Yep.
I think it's the first cover too, but I don't remember if it's the first cover.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So it's first cover and first appearance?
I think so. I'm not picking that one up. Totally passed on it, but I did see another comment in the chat that I totally agree with. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm going to just scroll up a little bit. It was Wobbles. Wobbles spot on, man. I agree. I think the Spider-Gwen annual #1, probably one of the nicest covers of the week. It's up there with this Negative Space. So I think it's a great grab. Beautiful
Those
cover.
Like sexual ones do like pretty well ish, I guess. I don't know.
Sure, but of course, dude, it's 2023, and it seems that the big thing is foils, man. So definitely picking up the Batman foils that drops, man. So the 608 second print foil, I didn't open it. I don't even know if it's actually 608 or a different book.
It's like the first virus or whatever.
I totally grabbed it for the sake of
So
the
yeah, just
cover.
put the cover on. Put the cover on.
But yeah, man. So
Oh man.
that's out there too, man.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I skipped that. I mean, I just don't find the appeal in the foils.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This one presents super well. Like fuck, the 608 second print it's up there in price, dude. If you want to,
What's the price tag on that one for this week?
I think it's relatively cheap. It's probably like $7 Canadian or $7 to $10, somewhere around there.
For whatever reason, I thought it was a $7.99 US price tag, so I just wanted to make sure.
It could
Not
be.
like I'm gonna get it, but all right.
I'm one of those guys. I'm like, just put it in my bin and I'll pay the tab when I get there. I don't.
You're one of those guys that says throw it in my bin and I'll pay the tab.
That's the way, baby.
What the hell?
Look at you making everything central.
What the hell? All right. Any mentions outside of the ones that we just talked about?
No, man. I think there's that Rose Besh Batman.
Be careful with your pronunciation, man. The grammar police is here. What's up, Hyper?
Oh shit.
Yeah, just fucking chill, guys. Fucking chill. Fucking Hyper just came out of YouTube like hibernation and did a show. It's his third live show. He just did kind of like a recap of the Fan Expo here in Toronto that he came. So check it out. Yep. He was also doing it with two co-hosts, so Mr. Marvell from the Comic Kingpins, and then he was doing it with none other than a good friend of the channel, Room 605 crew. What up? What up? And Pokemon enthusiast, Mr. Comic-Con podcast 1/2 Nemesis Prime. So make sure to go check it out.
Dude, hold on. Another thing I will say is that one of Hyper's best moments happened on that stream. So go check out his last stream, please.
Yeah, that dude, that was I liked your comment though. It was like, yeah, it'll still be a 9.8.
Yeah, most likely. Probably a 9.9, bro.
Yeah, probably. A Newbie, gonna have to have you and BC. I would be honored to be on the show. Yes. All right, let's get into some comic news, rumors, and just some foolishness before we get into the breaking news that I have for all of you. I think it might break the internet. I don't know, man. I think it might break the internet.
4 people are going to get excited.
All right. So we got some news about Agatha, and it doesn't have anything to do with delays. Yay. The only thing it does have to do with is the fact that the title is actually switching. So it's been retitled to Darkhold Diaries. Dun dun dun. I wish I was near like my light switch. I could like flick them on and off. When movies come out, we tend BC to, not you and I specifically, but we do tend to go after the book, right? So Daredevil Reborn, everybody went after that run, just things like that. So people go a little bit crazy, read a little bit too much into it. I don't know how crazy this is. I just know that this book is still super cheap. We've known that she's going to have her own show for a while. I do think that Wanda is going to be in it. I do think there's going to be a little hint of, super magic, super dark, time travel, of course, because that's what every show is going to have. So it's all going to come together. But that whole Darkhold thing makes me think that we might see, or we might be referenced, Clea and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, very possible.
Thoughts?
Yeah, no, very possible. What I'm wondering as well is the whole diaries thing. Is it going to be one of those? Like, I just hope it's not one of those teenage shows, right? It's like, what's that stupid diary show that my wife was watching this a few years ago? It was driving me nuts. But is she going to go? Are we going to see her back to when, like, years prior, and then jumping back to where we're at now and so forth? Because from what I know, and I think everybody knows, is that this is basically going to be a spinoff from WandaVision, right? So
could Audrey Plaza be playing a younger version of her? Or, like, I know that she was, supposedly the rumor or the news was that she was playing somebody, but could she be? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really take it from that angle when I saw the diaries part.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Baker's got it. Fucking Vampire Diaries. That's the
Vampire Diaries. Yeah. The thing that after when I kind of got the news of it was the diaries part. I kind of thought that maybe every episode was going to be like something completely different. Kind of similar to like the show, like how like WandaVision was like the first episode was like a 1930s, and then the 40s, and then like every episode was a different like show. I could maybe not necessarily a sitcom, but I could definitely see it being like a different chapter or a different something. I don't know. I do expect this to be like the first one that's like super dark though, and I'm
Yeah.
kind of digging that because I think that stuff's gonna sell. A lot of people just like that stuff, right? So.
But it's funny that you mentioned that the book is still relatively cheap. I kind of feel like the spec game when it comes to MCU stuff, not that it's died out. It's not died out because clearly people are still buying up other books. But I feel like all these spin-off shows and so forth, like these lower end characters, a lot of books are coming down significantly as opposed to others. So like even Warlock dropped significantly from where it was during the pandemic. So a lot of books did, of course,
Crazy
out of the pandemic, but
Crazy take.
sure.
If you actually like a character, you are going to hang on to the book
Yeah.
even when it drops. So if you're getting into comics and you like a character, but you're like, oh shit, I really love this character, but it's probably going to be coming out, right? So like Silver Surfer, for example, a lot of people love Silver Surfer, popular character. Stan Lee's favorite character.
I think that book always holds.
Yeah, but I think it might drop after, like just like you said, like everybody drops right after. It's just a spec game, right? Just trailer goes up, hype, boom, done. Then you go. Look at Carnage, ASM 361.
Oh yeah.
Where's that book? Now, I always get reminded by Carnage fans and the cult that is the Carnage people. That hey man, like don't disrespect the book. He's a crazy character. When he comes back, he's gonna come. Yeah, 100%. Venom ASM 300, same thing. It's definitely gonna come back. Venom 3 is slated to come out next fall. It's done. It's not gonna be affected by the strikes that are happening. That thing too is gonna go up. Why? Because that's just the way it goes. This one, I think people are gonna pick it up. Here's the thing when it comes to shows though. BC, you remember WandaVision, how like it happened and characters and we were building to it and building to it.
Fuck it.
Right.
People were specking on Wonder Boy.
Exactly. But every episode you like when there's a show, a book can kind of like sustain like a 4 to 6, 4 to 7 week peak if it's there, right? Like FF 353, first appearance of Mobius. Like that book was a nothing book. I know I'm a Fantastic Four fan. It was a nothing book. It was a $5 book. Then all of a sudden, whoa, wait a minute. He's in it. And every week that he was in it, it came out to be like almost $1,000 Canadian book in 9/8. So sometimes, to sell books or to maybe flip, the shows seem to do pretty well. Like Winter Soldier, same thing. When Winter Soldier and Falcon came out, that Winter Soldier book was holding on in the top 10 and things like that. And people wanted that book for about like 3 to 5 weeks, right? When there's a movie, it's like trailer, and then like as soon as the movie's done, it's over. So
I agree with everything you're saying, but the only part I'm going to disagree is putting ASM 300 in a category where it's going to spike and dip, and like I just feel like that's a book that's always in the top charts. It's always going to hold value. ASM 300 as opposed to Agatha's first appearance, I mean, there's no comparison.
100%. But I do think that there's money to be made in Agatha because there is going to be somebody that's going to pay you, whether it be $50 to $80 more or $100 more when the show is like right there, right? It's the John Cena effect, and I always talk about it.
Yeah, I guess.
Look like the Ironheart show was canceled. Nah, it's just because of the strike and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, we got that trailer at San Diego Comic-Con. I don't imagine they would cancel it.
No.
Maybe just move the date.
Yeah. It's tough. All right. Speaking of, and this is a great segue to it, but She-Hulk season 2 is reportedly being developed. Now, here's the thing. I posted this, and one, it was like mainly for a joke, but two, She-Hulk, how you doing? 3, the important thing here is the fact that how can this be in development or reportedly being developed if writers and all these people are on strike? Does that not make sense to people?
Well, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was even, I don't know if you saw, news broke that AMC struck a deal with The Walking Dead because there's supposed to be that Rick and Michonne
Yeah.
stuff that's going on, and there's the writer strike, there's the actor strike, and all that, and SAG-AFTRA, but clearly the pressure is working, right? Because they managed to strike a deal on that end. So slowly, I imagine studios are going to start to cave because the longer this goes on, the worse it is for everybody. So She-Hulk, I mean, they're probably okay to go. I guess, I don't know, being developed. At what point are they within development, right?
Yeah.
If it's reportedly being developed, have they even written season 2? Like, where do they stand? I don't know the full details, but regardless, the actual season 2, if it were to come out, dude, I actually enjoyed season 1. I know
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, man. I
yeah,
don't care what people say.
some people felt a certain way. I thought it was okay. The only thing I didn't appreciate, well, not that it was a lack of appreciation, but seeing Daredevil portrayed in a certain way after we saw him in the Netflix series, and we were hoping to get Daredevil. It makes sense because, I mean, within comics, there are things that, like, She-Hulk is She-Hulk, guys. If you didn't know, she sleeps around.
Yeah, but
Um,
also, like, why all of a sudden are we like before it was? And I remember having these conversations with people. I remember hearing certain influencers. I remember hearing groups of people being like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm ready for new characters and new stories and do this and do that." Look, not everything is gonna be for you. Not everything Marvel makes is
yeah.
gonna be for a 30 to 50-year-old male who's been reading comics since they were like 12 years old. It's just not gonna happen. They
Well,
want to get new people. They already have you. Why would they, you know what I mean? So like they're trying to get to other areas. I agree. Was this like a chick flick kind of style for a little bit? 100%. But at the same time, they're not trying to get you and I because they already know we're going to watch it. Same with the Marvels. As much as I probably agree that maybe 70% of the chat or 70% of the people that watch, even us, like we've bashed the Marvels, but guess what? We're going to go
are
fucking
you, hold
see
on, you're
it.
talking about
We're going to
Captain
go
Marvel?
fucking see it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? We're gonna go see it. It doesn't matter what we say. We're gonna go see it. The same people that were hating on She-Hulk season episode 2, guess what? They watched season 3. Is episode 3, and when they hated on episode 3, guess what? They watched episode 4. So just
Look, I'll be honest, when it comes to the Marvels, I actually read the actual full plot and details of the movie. Yeah, dude, they destroyed Scar in that series. He looks
that was a
horrible.
bust. That was so bad.
Like the speculation, like you were saying, on when it's in your face and then
Mhm.
after, like it was in our face and immediately it dropped because people were so disappointed.
Oh, it was bad. The
But
memes were pretty bad too.
back to what I was saying about the Marvels, and I won't spoil anything, but I did spoil it for myself. I did read the entire movie, and from what I'm seeing within the trailers, it's 100% accurate. The leaks of what the McDonald's toys that are going to be dropping very soon, it what I read is 100%. It really seems to be the case. So the Marvels movie, it's not going to be the best thing. It's really not going to be the best movie. It's going to be a decent film. There's going to be a scene that I think a lot of people are going to be annoyed. I know on my end, I will be annoyed, but something's going to happen at the end of the movie that will tie everything that's happening within the MCU. So for that sake, I'm pumped about just seeing that last few minutes, but some of the movie might be a bit of a drag.
I think the movie's gonna be terrible. I don't think I'm gonna be like, oh my god. But you know what?
No,
I said the same thing about
when it's not
don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect my language, man. But Rocksteady, go have some fun in Mexico, dude. You don't need to be talking about comics here. Big shout outs to Ramirez. J2's in the house.
They
I
do,
like
bro.
mine. Horror. What's going on, dude? Basketball season is just around the corner. NFL this week, so it's gonna be fun talking cards, shoes, everything with that, man. So great to see you. All right, let's shift gears here, and we are going to a rumor. So Kid Pool will reportedly appear in Deadpool 3. There's also been a rumor that confirmed this, and then they said there was going to be another version of Deadpool that was also going to be showing up. But again, This is basically like Spider-Man. This is basically like Doctor Strange. There's going to be so many characters in it. I will say this. It was announced that Ben Affleck will not be reprising his role as Daredevil in Deadpool 3. So a lot of people thought that was going to be a thing. But then again, we already know he wasn't going to be playing Deadpool for a long time anyway. So I don't know why people are kind of like, oh, that's bullshit. Because like, I don't know why you thought that was going to get you money or be a thing. So anyway, so BC, you stacking up on Kid Pool?
No, I'm not. But I will tell you that Prelude Deadpool, I forget which issue it is. It's still dirt cheap. I was checking it on eBay and they're not up there yet. So if anyone's speculating on this rumor, by all means. But dude, again, the rumors when it comes to Deadpool 3 is just so fucking overwhelming. There's like so many characters appearing within this movie. Kidpool, I think that would be funny, but would it be something that's going to stick? Absolutely not. I don't see it lasting at all. I don't even think it makes it out of the movie.
So great take. Here's my 2 cents on this movie, and I've said it a few times. I think this movie is going to be junk.
Okay.
Flat out, I think it's going to be junk. Oh, but Noob, what are you talking about? It's Wolverine, yellow suit. Yeah,
fuck the yellow suit. I think it's going to be a fun movie.
I just think it's not going to be like, don't go with high expectations and be like, oh my God, Apocalypse is back and Thanos is back and Iron Man and Gambit. Like, I think this is going to be any Ryan Reynolds movie. So take it for what you will. That's just my 2 cents. It's my show, so I can say that. Plus, I got 2 cents right here in my penny jar.
So here, look, just very quickly, I found the book on eBay. It's Prelude to Deadpool Corpse 2. I'm seeing recent sales at like $16 Canadian, $13 Canadian. So it's
I wouldn't pay $16 for Kidpool.
Oh, so there's a sale for $3.96, $6.79. So
yeah, that's pretty much where I'd pay. I'd probably find it in a dollar bin, dude. Not a lot of people are. All right, let's switch to DC because I don't want the DC fans to get pissed off. But Aquaman, we are living in a record right now, BC. Did you know this? We're living in a record right now. So you can put this on your resume. You can tell your kids and your grandkids. You could even go to your wife after the show and be like, babe, did you know that we're living in a record? And she'll be like, what do you mean? And you'll be like, hey, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom makes the record for having the shortest gap between DCU movie first trailer debut and its release date. And she'll probably be like, dude, don't give me that. Okay. I don't advise anybody who has a wife or a girlfriend to actually go do that, but it is a record. Are you happy to see it with Aquaman? Are we concerned? And again, remember, Aquaman had all those reshoots. The screen testing did not go well for this movie. Like, this movie, I think, is going to be fucking terrible. Like, I think the Marvels might actually do better than this. I think She-Hulk season 1 might do better than this. I'm just saying there's a lot of shit going on here, right? Amber Heard, they kind of erased her from the movie. Like, it's just going to be interesting to see what happens, but I don't
even think people care nor remember anything Amber Heard related. I mean, it's a lot less than Ezra Miller. In my opinion, I mean, Ezra did some really fucking weird things, and people still went out to watch it. Look, what does it say? It says 113 days left. That's literally what, 4 months almost.
Well, it's supposed to come out on Christmas Day, so like anytime now there should be a fucking trailer, but when is the big question?
Well, I mean, do the math. So you just take December 25th, deduct 113 days. So yeah, very soon we should be getting a trailer. But I mean, still 4 months time nearly is more than enough time. Congratulations on breaking your record between trailer and movie. But regarding the movie, I
thought you were gonna be more excited because I was like, oh man, I get to put this on my resume, and then like I could definitely see like an employer be like, oh, you were part of this, and I'd be like, yeah.
No, dude, look,
DCU.
Look, everything happening with the DC universe, and I know that James Gunn keeps reassuring everybody publicly that, you know, things are going to make perfect sense and so forth. But for myself, until everything is pretty much set, I feel like everything's in limbo. All the projects that, like, I still didn't watch Blue Beetle. I've heard nothing but great things about it, so I'm really pumped to go watch that. Yeah, no, I am. I know you did. You had nothing but positive things to say. So
I liked it. I mean, there was a lot of shit that was wrong with it, but I went in with zero expectations, and I was like, I kind of like this character.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, this is the perfect thing. Is I'm actually waiting for a 9.8 in that to go down, so I can just pick it up for $100. Like I really am. Like I'm waiting. I don't mind buying that. So.
But back to this, like Jason Momoa, is he going to be moving forward within this universe? I mean, we did see something at the end of Flash, so it kind of feels that way. But the relevance is always the question: is am I going to watch this and then it just fucking falls flat at the end, kind of like the Flash?
Listen, don't get me wrong. Well, hold on. In the same breath that I say we're gonna go watch it, even though it probably will be a disaster, I haven't seen Flash yet. I for whatever reason I don't tend to flock to DC stuff as like Marvel. I got to be there that Thursday. The first show at 7:00. If not, I hate my life. You know, with DC, I could just wait till it comes out on TV.
I want your honest opinion and review of The Flash. Once you do watch that, man, like I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Isn't it on like Crave or whatever? Like I think it's on something now, isn't it? Or like
yeah, I actually just rewatched it. I caught the last 30 minutes of it. And
what is it? What is it on?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have the Amazon Fire Stick completely hacked, so I don't remember. I think it was one of those Crave channels.
Look, I'm gonna take a line out of my my boy Comic Tom. I have too much respect for the, well, I guess writers, but like the writers and people that you like, dude, you just criminalize yourself.
Oh,
like you literally are just criminalizing yourself. Like if there's a cop out there, oh my god, whoa,
no, you know what I mean.
Okay, show 141. The last time PC was on here, shit. Okay,
no one is gonna be like, oh, that guy's. Let's go raid his house. Send the IRS. Send everybody.
Buddy, you better watch out, man, because you got a lot of things going against you. One, you live in Quebec, so
true. Yeah, my stick's not in French. I might get in trouble.
Jeez. Didn't you learn anything from The Simpsons when Homer was pirating the movies and he was playing them in his backyard? God, jeez. All right, big news. I mean, it's a rumor, but like, you know, this one has been kind of like interesting. And big shout outs to Nudie.
My man.
I was gonna say Nudie X. Uni X, because he's probably one of the biggest Doctor Doom fans that I know. He had posted it. He really wants this to happen. He had posted some books, and apparently Josh Hartnett also wants to be it, but apparently he's being eyed as Doctor Doom for Fantastic Four. What are your thoughts, man? The thing with me when I saw this was like, this guy when I was younger was like that, like heartthrob, like he was in those like goofy teenage romance movies, and from him to go from that to like Doctor Doom, to me anyway, it's kind of like, whoa.
Well, no, dude, hold on. He did do other ones, man. He did Black Hawk Down and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess. He did like 40 nights, 40 days, 40 nights or whatever, where he like didn't do sex or something. Yeah.
But I know what you're saying is that he's one of those actors that you've always seen in those teeny flicks, I guess, for, you know, those chick flicks. It's pretty much what they're called. But I think this is a good casting, man. I actually think he would do a great job. Yeah, no, he's got the acting chops, and he's clearly got the look. I think I mean, we're gonna see him mostly with the mask and shit, right? But acting wise, yeah, I think this is a good casting.
Yeah, we'll see. Halloween H20 was his first film. That seems like so much later. Wobbles, by the way, hit me up about those boxes too. Newbie X sounds cool. Yeah, dude. Hey, Uni, I apologize, man. Straight up, I did not mean to say it like that, so I hope you can forgive me. Also, you know, Yankees still rock, so just remember that. And
wow,
I hope when Ohtani's on the Yankees next year, we still got love. That's all I say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Uni takes his baseball serious. Don't fuck with
I know he does. Dude, I made the mistake one time when the Angels were playing the Yankees, and I had said something, and we were talking back and forth for a bit, and then I had made my comment, and I didn't hear from him for like a bit. I was like, oh.
Just want to bring up Dan's comment though. He's saying that the MCU should cast an older and experienced actor for Doctor Doom. Now, I mean, Josh Hartnett's not entirely young anymore, right? He's up there, but
Yeah.
from what I'm reading and understanding online is that the movie for Fantastic Four is going to be taking place within the 60s. So I would like to see that younger side to Fantastic Four, but he seems the right age personally.
Yeah. And you also don't want to go, and big shout out to Unix, by the way. One of the best speculators. The guy's got books upon books upon books. You think you're the only one out there that has it, and then he pulls out like 10 copies. So watch yourself. Also,
no, he's killing it.
You don't even got to pay $2.99. I've always said you don't got to pay $2.99, $3.99, $4.99 Canadian Tire money, Blockbuster stock. You don't got to pay for that. If you listen to certain people and you watch what they do, you can get the information before wasting your damn money on certain things. So I'll just say that. But the thing when it comes to Doctor Doom is, and I've heard that, like not from Dan, but I've heard other people say like, oh, well, it's got to be like an older character. The cast of Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom have to be similarly like the same age, though. It can't be like one, kind of over the other with the storyline, right? Because you don't want like some 50-year-old dude who gets jealous of Reed and wants, Sue when you got like the Fantastic Four being like 20 years old. You know what I mean? Like, so it's gotta make sense. I could definitely see this, but we'll see. Here's the thing, though. Like, you look at the cast members that have supposedly already been confirmed to take on roles in Fantastic Four. Vanessa Kirby,
yeah,
like I dig her. I think she's sexy as hell. I just don't see the parallel of like Doom with Josh and her as Sue in it. Well, but then again,
looking at them though, you would they seem pretty much the same age. So like I'm okay with it. That's what I'm saying is like, what's his name is going to be playing Johnny Storm, the guy from fucking Stranger Things.
Yes, yeah.
So makes sense. He looks way younger than Sue. There's the talks of Adam Driver, which we'll see.
I don't like that, man. I don't like that. I don't, and it has nothing to do with him in Star Wars. Because somebody had said, "Oh, you don't like it because he was that guy on Star Wars." That has nothing to do with it at all. I don't think that he would be a good Fantastic Four person. I also feel bad for John Krasinski, man.
If he wasn't so thin, Adam Driver, I would totally say Doctor Doom. Like if he was more jacked, I think he could pull off a good Doctor Doom. But back to what Uni's saying about the 2015.
Yeah, that was a big spec book like a year and a half ago.
It's still going, man. I still see people picking those up.
9/8 have dropped though. Like it has dropped. 9/8, like you could find them for like $150.
Yeah, but dude, you got to remember that book was $1 book for the longest time, a $2 book for the longest time, and now people are selling them raw for like 40 to 50 Canadian. But back to the 2015 thing, if we get that that fucking Hickman run, I would be the happiest guy in the world. But I just want to see one thing play out from the comics into the big screen. I just want to see him grab Thanos, bro, and just rip the fucking entire skeleton out. I would buzz. I would be the happiest guy in the world. Because in comics, that shook me. I was like, "Oh, that was awesome."
So I want to see that. Bring Thanos back for that stuff, though.
Dude, it's Secret Wars.
No, I think they're gonna go a different route. We've talked about this. I think Justin was on the show. We've talked about how we'll touch on that at a different time. It's Secret Wars.
Stop it.
All right. Before we say goodbye, usually we have the part where I say, hey, guys, go follow my guys, but got some breaking news. I was gonna get like a video for it, but I've been working and it was a long weekend here in Canada. I don't know if it was a long weekend in the States, so I do apologize. College football started, Gators lost, so our season's over. But yeah, just a lot of things going on. NFL starting, so it is what it is. So I do have some big news. It's big news for me in terms of like it's been something that's been missing from the show. It's been missing from who I am because a lot of people started to watch me for spec, right? That was the thing. A lot of people were like, oh, this newbie guy, he's talking about spec, yada, yada, yada. I haven't done newbie spec of the week for probably a year just because of the way things were going with spec and people getting butthurt and this and that. Oh, I said it first. I could care less if you said it first or not. If you said it 10 years ago, whatever. I just remember my buddy, like, what was it, J1 or whatever? He was like, yeah. Anyway, big shout outs to him. I don't see him on YouTube anymore, but hope he's doing good. But anyway, the newbie spec of the week is going to be returning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's the thing, and I did tell BC just before we went live. I don't know if it'll be next week. It is going to be part of the show on Tuesdays every week. We used to bring you 3 to 5 books. I think it's going to be bringing down probably to 2, maybe 3 on a good week. But newbie spec of the week will be coming back. I know there's been a few people asking for it, saying, "Hey man, why don't you do it?" Things like that. It's just when you do spec, there's a lot of things that come with it. People want to throw rocks at you if it doesn't hit, and people want to take the credit and kill you because they thought about it first like 20 years ago. So things like that. Okay. But I'm excited because I get to like dive deeper into a few things. And, if you do spec, your thorough, your pressable defects, your Melvies, your ultras, your, Furbird and things like that. Aaron, Brian McClay, those guys. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of digging. There's a lot of connecting the dots. It's a lot of work. It's not like you could just, open a book, find a random book, and be like, okay, this is going to happen, right? Like there's a lot of things that have to go kind of your way. So I'm excited to get back into it. So yeah, that's my big news is newbie spec of the week is coming back.
So in theory, guys, everybody here in the chat, everybody watching the replay, what he's trying to tell you guys is that we are going to be talking about Ironheart every week for the next. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it won't be like that. It won't be like that. I promise. But
hold on. I just want to say, spec wise, you're spot on, man, especially with all the homework and stuff that it takes. But one thing that I like seeing, man, and I absolutely love seeing, Uni just beat me to the punch. Reader spec, man. A lot of people, everyone's going MCU, DCU, and so forth, but there's a lot of cool things happening in comics. A lot of callbacks to things that happened prior. A lot of people don't shed light on that. So my suggestion, that's just my suggestion.
No, 100%. Yeah. No, and Uni, just like yourself, there are some hardcore readers as well, but yeah, there's also that stuff too, right? So definitely go get it. And hey, you know what? Joke all you guys want, but I mean, a lot of my books made the top 10 list. A lot of my books people were chasing. A lot of my books are still like high books. And I don't say my books because like that's just stupid, but like books that I have talked about. Yeah. But that's again, it goes back to like kind of what made me stop doing it is because people would like throw rocks and then like 2 weeks later, it's like, oh, it's on the list. Never mind. I take it back. It's like, yeah, yo, dude, I do this for my enjoyment. I could care less if anybody takes it. If you're watching me and you want to hang out, I'm gonna give you the information. But one thing I do want to say though is like all joking aside, I'm happy you're doing this and saying this and letting everybody know that it's coming back because prior to me ever showing my face on YouTube, Hyper brought me in your direction and he said, yo, check out my buddy Newbie because yeah, exactly. That Hyper's a good guy, man. Hyper is always supporting everybody. And one of the first people I was watching on YouTube was actually you. And I remember the spec stuff and I was like, oh, okay. So for myself too, it was fun to tune into that stuff. Look, man, hold on. Let me just I got your address. So here's what I'm gonna do.
No autograph. No. You want to share funny stories?
What day is it today? Okay. Here you go, bro. So I'm gonna put this. Oh, I'm gonna put that.
That is a horrible scribble.
That's my signature. That's what my wife said. She's like, "That's your signature." I was like,
"Okay." My wife roasts mine all the time, but yeah.
I'm gonna send that. Next time I have to send you something. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, this is a perfect segue. Real quick, Swag gave me something to give to you. How long did it take for you to get it since Terrificon?
So I hope Justin from the Comic-Con podcast is not watching right now because that t-shirt he gave you at Terrificon last year took you 1 year to send to me, and Swago Haas's book took you less than a month. So you are doing better. You are doing good.
That's right. That's right.
You're turning a new leaf, man.
I'm trying. But yeah. So good show. Great show. 2 of us are not in the. Well, actually, it was hot as hell. There was a heat wave here on the East Coast. So It was it was super hot here. I don't mind because I love the heat. So I don't mind, but I'm also not like standing in the sun all day. But yeah, there it is. I got my copy on the stand over there. So well, you can't see it, but I'm terrible at this. Swag's always good.
Right under behind that horrible jersey.
Whoa, whoa, dude, slow down. But yeah, so that was the show. Two of us, like I said, aren't on a tropical beach drinking $2 Coronas, but our friend Rocksteady is. So make sure, just because he's not here, go support if you already aren't. So his Instagram handle is right there on the left, and then of course his YouTube, Rocksteady Collectibles. He doesn't do much on YouTube, but nevertheless, go support. Why not? He's good for that. So that is Rocksteady. BC, you're here, so you can talk for yourself, but where can the people find you, man?
Yo, head on over to my YouTube channel and definitely subscribe, man. We got over the 250 subscriber mark, and that means, like I promised, I'm going to be doing a giveaway show, man. So I'm going to be letting you guys know it's not going to take place on my regular Sunday show. Dan, you and I actually need to speak. I know you're here in the chat, but Dan is actually sponsoring part of that giveaway as well. He's going to be giving away a $50 prepaid eBay gift card, which is awesome because I know a lot of us shop on eBay, man. So Dan, big thank you to you. That giveaway show is going to be happening very soon. I'm going to be putting it together with Dan and a few other people who are sponsoring that. And I've got some cool books that I'm going to be giving away. Now, besides the giveaway, this Sunday, because I was off 2 days ago because I was away on a family vacation. But this Sunday, I'm back, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm going to be joined by Comics with Bueller. That man's touring the world, doing some cool things, man. In his van, so it's a fun journey to see. But he's gonna be joining me this Sunday, and the guests will keep coming. So stick around.
Maybe I can be asked to join one day. I don't know.
I asked you, but you just always tell me, "Hey, sorry, bro, I work on Sundays. I got no time for you, BC. You suck." Yeah. Like that's what the DMs look like.
No, I mean those are pretty accurate, especially the last one. But yeah, and NFL starting, so like yeah, I've got stuff to do, man. Like I got to watch my Eagles beat the 49ers this year because apparently
I did my football pool. I did mine. Did you do yours?
Yes, I did. I got the last pick, so I loved it because the last pick you get the first and the second round, so I was happy. But yeah,
I know you're a big Eagles fan. I actually picked quite a few Eagles. In fact, my quarterback is Hurts. So just so you know.
My actual fantasy name is It Hurts One.
Mine is actually here. I'll show you guys. It's Obi-Wan, my homie, and it's look at that.
It's terrible. I hate Mahomes. I hate Mahomes. Hate Mahomes. Yeah. It was either that or Aaron it out.
I have to change it. Aaron, I don't have Mahomes.
You get it? Aaron, like Aaron Rodgers. Aaron.
Oh my God.
Out. You know what I mean? Like airing it out. I'm airing out the ball. So that's it.
Yes, neighbor to the north. NHL is starting very soon. So that's another pool that's I'm going to be part of.
The Americans watching are like, what the hell is that? So just saying. All right, BC. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's always fun hanging out and seeing your lovely face. Any last words before we take off?
Nope, I'm pumped, man. Newbie Spec of the Week's going to be back. So
yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Yeah,
I'll give you guys a sneak peek. First book, Where's Waldo 3?
Stop.
First appearance of Agatha. Think about it.
Are you still looking for Felix the Cat's first appearance?
I am looking for Felix the Cat. It's like the hardest book to find. Nobody has it. Every time I say that, hey man, like,
oh, I forgot to tell everybody. I just got some books back from CGC. I'm going to be doing a CGC unboxing video, and I know Uni's going to like one of those books. So
yeah. All right, we're out. Enjoy your Tuesday evening wherever you are, or Wednesday, if depending on where you are. But enjoy Ahsoka if you haven't. Enjoy New Comic Book Day, and we will see you. Well, you'll see BC first, but you'll see BC Sunday, and you'll see me on Tuesday. All right, guys, take care. Later.
Buenas noches.